Good evening, everybody. This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we are yet again on just some straight up mono black for today. I've been really liking this deck. If you're not familiar with it, it's just the one I've been testing on the channel recently with some pretty nice success. Has a great mono green matchup, pretty decent sacrifice matchup, and otherwise is just a deck that is pretty reliable in my opinion. And the play style that it has is kind of right up my alley, and so of course I really like it, and I'm sure you guys like it and enjoy it as well. If you're not familiar with the deck, we just have play sets of all these black cards all around, and we do have the field effects in the mana base. The field effects are quite nice, just keeping in check the opponents. You know, if they're 3-color plus is very nice. Otherwise, just hitting like utility lands is pretty useful. Triggering Revolt for Fatal Push is also very useful, especially in a deck that doesn't have any blood tokens or treasure tokens or whatnot. And otherwise, the field effects just fill up the graveyard for Cling to Dust, which is pretty crucial. The castles, the hives, and the mana base also are very nice. Just having a very consistent mono black mana base is very sweet. That has, lots of focus on utility. And yeah, Shield Druid is just a big, dumb, stupid card that we're going to be playing 4 of, and we're hoping to be, get on the battlefield for every game, just because it is very crucial in this deck and otherwise just in Pioneer in general in this day and age. Sideboard, I don't really want to change whatsoever. We could change up some Path of Perils for maybe Ritual of Soots or Extinction events, but honestly I think it's not too bad. We just have a pretty challenging Pia Nalar and Convoke matchup, and so Path of Peril does help out quite a bit in those matchups, so I think the 4 of is just fine. And of course it goes along with the theme of having 4 ofs in the main deck otherwise. But with that being said, please keep your eye out on content once Wild of Eldraine comes out, just because I'm going to be testing Golgari a lot once that set comes out, just because, Mosswood Dread Knight, Restless Cottage, these cards are going to be really crucial for us. At least I hope they will be. And, in that interim period, just want to get some mono black content out for you guys. So with that being said, please consider subscribing, liking the video, commenting whatever you want down below, and I'll see you for matches. Alright, here we are for round number 1. We have a 5-lander on the draw. I think I'm just going to ship this one back. I think we could do a bit better. Okay, this is not much better, but I guess we will keep this one. I guess we could just put back one of these hives. Don't think it matters too much between a hive or extra field effect. But yeah, like I said, this deck is just really consistent with all the 4 ofs. Really fun to play in my opinion. Control is a bit of a challenging matchup, but post sideboard we do have extra Duresses and Misery Shadows, just like a really crucial card in this matchup, so I definitely love having that. Okay, it looks like they are on the Lotus Field plan. They do have the quote-unquote combo in hand. I think I'll just take this discontinuity so they can't go turn 3 Lotus Field. If they foretell their Doomscar, okay. Drawing Double Edict isn't too ideal. In this matchup, we just really want to get threats down on the board. Let's see if they go Temporary Lockdown. Yes, okay. So Lotus Field and 2 unknowns in hand from them. Okay, I'll just play my Swamp and pass. Could hold up Field of Ruin on stage. Perhaps should have done it in our main phase, just because well, if they go for Lotus Field here, actually should be fine. Okay, so this is probably pretty good for us. Just use it now. Oh, they just have discontinuity. Huh, okay. I guess I'll just do this now then. A little unfortunate, but it's alright. Just now have a lot of mana. Cling to Dust is pretty sweet. Start with that. Okay, so let's just go Castle and pass. Was hoping to draw like, you know, Trespasser, Liliana, even like extra Thoughtseize would be fine, or Shadow, even with that one. It's alright. So I do have to Fairy. So usually they don't run any counter spells, at least in the main deck. That's what I found. Could have done this in response to the plus, but I think this is probably safe just doing it on end step in response to this trigger. Okay, another Cling to Dust. Let's go Demolition Field on the Ardenvale. See if they want to use their mana for this right now. Nope. Go to second main phase. And I will Cling to Dust. See if we draw Shadow or Thoughtseize. Sweet. I do think I'm supposed to go for that here. So they still have Doomscar, Foretold, Wandering Emperor. Okay. It's pretty good. And Hardcast Shark Typhoon. Okay. It's definitely pretty scary. Land. So we could flashback or escape, Cling to Dust. Now, I think I'm probably just going to Edict this Emperor. So let's start with an attack. I'll just attack them. Probably should have played my Swan first, though. But this Shark Typhoon is going to be pretty worrisome coming up. So I think I'm just not going to pump here and instead leave up Edict plus Flash. Or I said it again. Escape, Cling to Dust. Or even Castle. Okay. And they have nothing. Okay. So just leave second Cling to Dust in the graveyard for whatever that's worth. Liliana is quite nice. Thoughtseize would be cool. There we go. Okay. So let's start with that. We have discontinuity. Okay. That's pretty unfortunate. Dang. Is that the third discontinuity? Yeah. So I guess that's I should have edicted before blocks. Yeah. Actually, with that mistake, I'm just going to pump once, and then just because now if I do this now, they just edict this, or they just sacrifice this one. Soul Partition, jeez. Okay. So I guess now I could just edict Not looking too good though, for sure. The discontinuities after I thought seized that first one, turn one, is just a bit tough. And of course the Shark Typhoon. Okay. So the do play sensor, interesting. Okay, so Needle, Duress, great. Maybe Invoke Despair, but probably not. Bloodchief's Thirst is pretty bad. And of course Push isn't too ideal either. Maybe we can go like -1 clean, keep 1 push or 1 thirst in. Yeah, I want all my threats, all my edicts are great. Yeah, it's just thirst is oftentimes just going to be a, at its best, I feel like it's just going to be a 4 mana kill a planeswalker, which isn't too ideal. Wow, Leyline of Sanctity, okay. Jeez. I think I'm going to name the Wandering Emperor. Start out just looking at my hand. Usually I do like naming Emperor instead of Teferi, just in the blind. Just because it's kind of like the more problematic card in the early game, of course. And I do think I'd run it out on turn 1. Okay. Instead of waiting, just because I want to be... They probably just have Doomscar here, so let's just pump actually. Instead of waiting just because I have, you know, turn 2 and turn 3 plays that I want to be making on curve. This is probably Doomscar. Duress, that's really nice, but we can't play it. Okay. I'm always like, oh nice, Duress, but I think I will exile my own shadow just for the damage. I've never seen this deck have Leyline of Sanctity before. I'm not sure if this is new tech or if this one opponent is doing it. But it's really good against our sideboard game plan, I guess. Man, look at this, wow. I think I'm just gonna swing in here. I'll have a March. Jeez. Wow. Well, kind of tough to play around this much interaction and just nice sequencing from them. If I had Invoke Despair, we could have a way of dealing with this ley line, but did not side that in. Maybe I'm supposed to. Seeing this now, of course. Okay. Leaving 2 mana up is kind of interesting. I think I'm just going to Edict. Was trying to save this for Teferi. Wow, okay. Jeez. Oh, did I do that? I should have done that before they drew. I'm not sure if I did or not. Man. Tough stuff. Another Lotus Field. I'm happy that that's their best play, though, for this turn. They just have so many good top decks with this amount of mana now. I guess we do have one kind of in check. But they could march this as well, and we're just kind of not drawing anything. Shield Dude, okay. At least that's something, but obviously can't cast it right away. Man, would I love to be able to cast this Duress right now, that's for sure. Just go with the Shielded though. So, just another March, okay. So I was just gonna say, like, maybe with them passing those 2 turns there, they have some Emperors in hand, or maybe just like one. But with them marching the Shielded instead of Pithing Needle, I guess that's probably still the correct play. But it's still kind of interesting to think about nonetheless. Jeez. Okay. And now we don't even have enough mana to go Takenuma, unfortunately. Man, this is kind of like an unfun deck to play against, I feel like. It's okay though. Okay, at least that's a start. Nope. I guess I'm not going to talk Enuma right now, just because I can hit a Shadow and play it, but I can't just get the Trespasser back and play it immediately. Okay, and there's the Teferi finally. Oh wow, Liliana. Okay, and we did hit a Shadow, interesting. Man, this ley line. I guess just Liliana then. I don't know, like whatever we play, they could just minus with the fairy. I think Liliana, you know, having an immediate impact is probably just the best out of those picks. I'm not completely sure though. They're going, oh man, with Urborg, okay. Jeez. I guess I did put these in my deck, but man, does it not look good against the ley line? If this is a counter, I think I'm just gonna concede. And okay, tough stuff. See you guys for the next one. Okay, after a bit of a disappointing match 1, we are here for match 2. On the play with the 1-lander. Probably have to ship this one back. Okay, this is definitely keepable. Black Cling to Dust is usually what I like to do in those types of mulligan decisions, just because it's like just a redraw. I'd rather have, you know, actual cards to be playing. Okay, looks like maybe, what, creativity? Still play my shadow into an impulse. Phoenix? Keeps one card in top. Okay. So I'm thinking Phoenix here. Opt, yeah. Looks like they may be short on lands. Okay. Yeah. So I'd imagine with my Cling to Dusts, this is a pretty good matchup in Trespassers. Duress post board in some amount as well. And I think here I'm just gonna pump up my shadow big time and try to swing in for a bunch. Guess they could have, what, Lightning Axe to kill shadow here. They have 7 cards in hand. I think that would be fine though. If they're thinking about this trigger, maybe they have double Fiery Impulse. So let's see, they go Impulse, I go +1, I have to go +2, then they Fiery Impulse again, and yeah, they would get me. So maybe they are thinking about that. Okay. Is this Lightning Axe? They're not paying costs yet. Would make sense if it's a Fiery Impulse though, doing this after the first pump. Okay, Lightning Axe. So I don't know why they did that now, but I guess I get to hold up my 2 mana. Okay. Let's transform Trespasser is nice. Let's see if they could hit some Phoenixes here. Opt to the bottom. It's a really nice island. Crew or Charter Course. No Phoenix. This looks like a cruise now. Yep. Okay. Trespasser number 2, yeah, sure. I am okay with that. Shieldred is also like another card that's just like so stupidly good in this matchup. Obviously dies to Lightning Axe, but just like is so good against all their card draw. Okay, there's the pieces. And Phoenix. Take just an iteration. Interesting. Don't know why they didn't take like the thing in the ice. Maybe they have another treasure cruise or something. Or even just like a land. I have been wanting to change up my basic swamp art. I do like this one. Oh, I just concede. I do like this one, but I don't know. Kind of wanting a change. Kind of want to get one of those just old bordered, older ones. Okay, so what did I say? Let's bring in like 2 duress. I think thirst pretty poor. Maybe just like 3 duress. Just thirst like not being instant speed against Phoenix kind of sucks. Yeah, I think this is fine. Hopefully this opponent doesn't have Leyline of Sanctity. It would be kind of disappointing. Okay, this is a great hand if we could draw a 3rd land. And there it is. Get Phoenix in the graveyard. Let's take an opt. How about that? Just keep them with the removal that they can't cast. And yeah. Do I even go Shadow here? I think probably not. Oh, well, no, they don't have red mana. Yeah, sure. Wow, okay. It's really good for us. So I think here I'm just gonna go Trespasser. Just because of Liliana, they could just go like Phoenix in the bin. And just pressuring them while they're stumbling a bit, I think is nice. Okay, I just concede. See you guys for the next one. Okay, match 3 on the play once again. Got a mulligan this one though. Okay, I mean we could keep this, but it's not entirely fantastic. Just got a couple of Trespassers. Ooh, okay, so Atarka. This is a bit of a tough matchup, I will say as well. These like hyper aggressive decks, it is easier than Convoke and Pia, I would say. But still pretty hard. They could have some pretty insane draws for sure. Phoenix Chick, okay. So I think the new tech, or maybe it's not even new, just the standard tech is Stoke the Flames out of this deck, so that's a card that we do have to be worrying about, or at least just thinking about. Path of Parallels are just like the perfect card to have post board though. And of course we do have like the full 8 1-mana removal spells to look forward to. Ooh, okay, let's see if they have demolition here. Kind of feel it coming. No, just a bushwhacker. Just a bushwhacker. Still, of course, pretty good. So keep my trespasser alive, take out this bushwhacker. Take, what, 8, up to 9. Okay, yeah, that's a great one to have. Am I attacking? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait one turn before I attack. Before I start attacking if I want to. Just because they could have like another Gleeful Demolition to like Bushwhacker. Okay, just Swifty, 1 card left in hand. So this is the... they're still attacking though. So they started attacking with all creatures except Epicure, so so they don't have Stoke the Flames, they just have to play with fire. If they have play with fire... Okay, well let's see, that's it. If they have Atarka's Command, then how do we want to do this? So this is going to be 3, 4... Let's see, if we go like, if we block like this to keep both of our creatures alive, we're going to be taking exactly lethal, so we can't do that. So let's go like this, then we're going to be taking 8. Yeah, that's the best we could do, I think. No, okay, play with fire. Play with fire, me. Okay. Scry to the bottom. So I'm down to 4. But up to 6. Another shielded, okay. Up to 6. And they could see. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say I would probably field Ramanap Ruins, play second Trespasser. Honestly, maybe even attack with 1, so I could just, gain some life. Yeah. Okay, really nice to get game 1 against this deck for sure. Want my Cletuses in my paths. Liliana sucks in this matchup. Big time. Same thing with Edict. Cling to Dust is like poor as well, but can, gain us some life in a jam or try to redraw us into some Path of Perils or whatnot. Ooh, maybe should have cut Thoughtseizes as well. Although I think they're probably just maybe a bit better than Edicts. Maybe should have gone like 3/3 Thoughtseize Edict. This is probably fine though. Like we could get like a Stoke the Flames Atarka's Command, which would be, I guess, profit for us in terms of like the amount of life lost. Or not profit, but at least not, 4 damage or 3+ damage compared to just the 2. Okay, Legion Loyalist, Bushwhacker, just take the Atarka's Command, I think. They have not the best hand, though. Can actually just like Edict pretty profitably next turn, surprisingly enough. Okay, the hit Synthesizer, it's pretty good. Den, and they play their land. Okay. So they missed out on their value. So I'm just going to Edict once this flips, I think, or before it flips. Just get rid of the Loyalist. Okay, and Bushwhacker. So they're out of cards, but they do have the Synthesizer. And we're taking, an amount of damage this turn. Okay, that's really nice. So let's go demolition field. Or do we need to go field? We may just want to cling to dust right now, actually. Okay, cling to dust into thirst. So I think I want to do this now. Yeah, because I'm just going to, I don't really need to revolt right now. I'm probably just going to push the Kumano. So let's go like this. Another cling to dust. Okay, that's actually not terrible. So now, probably just going to be pushing the etching. Let's see if they activate the synthesizer. Yes. Epic here. Ooh, and they can play it. Okay. Okay. Do I want to gain life with this cling to dust? It's kind of close. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna go down to 4. Let's see. Go down to 4. Then I play Shielder next turn. Then I'm just dead on board. So I guess I do have to gain some life. And if they hit land off the top, then I'm just dead to the ramming up either way. Would have been nice to save Cling to Dust, to play after Shielder to gain life and draw a card, but we're not really in the position to make a play like that. So let's go Shielder and cross our fingers. So we're going to be taking at least 4. Oh, so actually we're not dead to a ramming up. We're dead to a lot of other things, right? Play with fire. No, we're not dead to play with fire. Dead to a Atarka's command for sure. This just gives first strike, right? Trample. It can't be blocked by creature tokens. Okay. Burning tree. Okay. So we're still alive. We can... No, we can't get back our Cling to Dust. And they're gonna attack, which makes sense. I'm gonna get rid of this samurai, I'm pretty sure. Need to draw something. That's not something. So now we block like Burning Tree, take 4. Now we're definitely dead to ramming up. And we can't net life. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I just attack here. I think I do actually attack here. And then just play second Shielder. It's not doing anything otherwise. And there can be like a sequence of events where we want to castle next turn. And this puts them maybe even perhaps dead next turn. It also gets 6th card for Cling to Dust. So we're dead to land, dead to play with fire, Atarka's command, stoke the flames. Okay, no longer dead to land, I guess untap land. Okay, they're dead next turn though. Swifty. Oh, we're dead to that as well. Dang, close, extremely close. Pretty fun game though. Had them at 1. I do like taking that line of just playing out the second Shielder though. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, any changes? Thoughtseize. We're on the play now, so Thoughtseize is maybe a bit better. That being said, I think I probably just wanted to go 3-3 like I said with the Edict. Shieldred and Cleat is really nice, but this is just such a slow hand, I don't think we could keep. Okay, I mean, I guess we're keeping this then. Triple removal. Opponent kept 7 though. Haven't seen Path of Perils yet. Okay. So, doing okay in the early game, but not drawing land is not ideal. I think just be mana efficient. I'm just gonna field now. Just because this den could be a problem later on. I don't want to have to worry about it. Or worry about leaving mana up for fielding it. But we have not drawn well. That's for sure. If we draw another field effect, could possibly mana screw them to some extent. Nah, okay. Just because I think they only play one, maybe two mountains. Uh-oh. Let's see, okay. Man, opponent's kind of slow rolling this one. Okay. What else? Give me another Gleeful Demolition. Okay. I guess they probably can't do anything with that. Okay. I was worried about a Bushwhacker for a sec there. Okay, give me a Path of Peril. Okay, I'll take a Shield Beard though. Atarka's Command is really good. Like I said, Bushwhacker. Like at least if they Atarka's Command, Shield Beard still stays alive. Hazret. Whoa. It's also very good. So I think I have to block like this. Oh gosh. I don't even have a way of removing this. Jeez, what the heck. Man, getting to 4 mana I feel like is really tough for them, so geez, that's kind of insane. So let's just do that. I guess hold up push. I wonder if we attack here. Oh, this is interesting. So we're gonna at least, like, say we take what, 7 damage, we're down to 3. We're just kind of dead to a lot of things, but we're gonna be dead to the Hazret pretty much anyways if this game goes longer. So let's say if we attack, they're down to 10 on their next turn. It's like we're kind of far away from killing them. But it's like we're only like negating 1 damage by leaving the blocker back, so I think I'm fine with just like not doing that. Would love to go castle here, but I think we would just actually be close to dead. Oh, and they are leaving a blocker back. How cute of them. I guess they can just do that. No. They have a creature in hand. Oh, we're just dead on board. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of the haste creature is just lethal. Oh, come on, just do it to me. Give it to me. Ah, what? Okay, I guess they missed that. And we drew Kalidas. That's actually an incredible draw. And they didn't even discard EOT to have me dead. That's the next card. Okay, maybe they just forgot about Hazret being able to do that. So if they attack, we go up to 7. We still have to block Hazret though. Okay, oh, what did they do? Did they mess this up? Oh, I can't gain life. Oh, they did not mess that up. Okay. So yeah, still dead. Unfortunate. Would have been dead to the +1/+1. So I was like, wait, why did they just not do that? Wow, really close match. I think this matchup kind of goes either way most of the time. I have been pretty confident in it. I've never seen the Hazaret from them before though, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. And I'll see you for the next one. Okay, match 4. We're 1-2 right now. Had a pretty close matchup against that Atarka deck, so I don't really mind losing that, although losing to the Lotus Field control felt pretty bad. They kind of owned us. Could keep this hand though, I think. Yeah, definitely with Cling to Dust and Thoughtseize. Giganta scares me a little bit. Usually it's Pia or Sacrifice. I do not mind my Sacrifice matchup with this deck, although Pia can be a little difficult from time to time. Man, just like was not like that Hazaret was kind of just came out of nowhere last match. But here we are for a new one. What do we got? Okay, it is Sacrifice. So if they have Furnace Rains, wow. 1 land as well. So they kept this hand. I guess it's a pretty fine keep on 1 with the cat combo already. No Fatal Push. But we kind of can't play our Shieldred if we leave them with the Furnace Rains. And they have Fable and Mayhem Devil. Like, I wonder if we just take Witch's Oven, but we have Cling to Dust for the cat. I'm just going to take Furnace Rains. I think it's the card that kind of beats us in the long run. But perhaps maybe just taking Witch's Oven is better. So I think I'm not going to show them Cling to Dust. We could Cling there for try draw onto Thoughtseize, but I think I kind of want the surprise factor with this to get the kitty cat. If they want to sacrifice, like end of my turn, next turn. Although we may actually need to main phase this next turn if we don't draw land. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to actually do this now. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Maybe they don't play around the second one. Ah, wow. Okay, I guess at this point we just have to try to draw onto land. Okay. So they didn't draw a second land, which is nice. Oh, and they bring it back? Okay, now I'm just going to push. Usually, they just don't bring it back to play around removal like that. Oh, I think I'm going to field them. Cut them off. Probably, what? Cut them off red? I don't know what basics they play. They float red. I guess this actually opens up Deadly Dispute for them. So maybe I should have just done this in my main phase. Oh, okay. No Deadly Dispute. So it did cut them off black though. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go Shieldred here. I think they probably only play one of these type of effects. Main deck, I would assume, right? You just don't want to be playing more than one of these, I feel like. Okay, there's a Deadly Dispute. Push? Push would be so good right here. Okay, no push immediately, at least. We have 7 cards in hand, though. Land Fable, maybe. Yes. So keep in mind they do have Revolt at any point, so I'm just gonna, of course, not care about pushing here. Just with a treasure token, they could have it whenever they want. This does give them the kitty cat, though. In fact, do I just activate Hive? I think probably not. If they want to block, yeah, they're just not going to block with cat. Just they get the loop again. I do still think pushing there is fine, just with, especially with the contents of her hand just being removal otherwise. Okay, now they're playing around removal swell for the cat. So they probably discard claim here, if I had to imagine. Yeah, claim and a land. Oh, we could actually cling to dust if we get one more card in the graveyard. Okay, they play land. They still have devil in hand, which I'd imagine they play out. Yeah. So now we can, yeah, we can edict. Oh, so this is from hand. So how about let's go after their black mana and a push. Yeah, they're gonna kill Shielded here though, which kind of sucks. Was I able to play around that? I actually didn't do the math, or didn't do the counting there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I actually could have. So they're bringing back. Okay, so now we could actually do this, I think. Because they don't have extra food. If they sacrifice their witches or their mayhem devil right now to get food, they just can't kill Shield Dude anyways. Because they don't have devil anymore. So I think this is fine. And obviously they wouldn't be doing this if they just had push in hand. So a little convoluted way of doing this, but I guess it works out. Just kind of, yeah. I guess it's fine. I was about to say maybe I just wasted this fatal push, but I think even if I started with the edict, I would probably still have to use the push anyways. Okay. Like if I didn't field. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna swing with Hive. Right? Not gonna really be thirsting here. I guess they could double block though. Double block gets rid of one of the cats. And Cling to Dust Escape gets rid of one of the cats. So I think I'll just use my mana and Hive here. And in fact, yeah, I'll just attack with both, yeah. So this way I get some damage through. I still need to find push. Pretty much just, I'm pretty cold to a push here. They have 4 cards in hand too, which is kind of a lot. Also, they have mountain and swamp. I just kind of realized that. Oh, Jesus. Mayhem Devil, okay. So they only have 3 sacrifices, it looks like to me. No, 4. 1 off the treasure. They could sack cat, so that's 2. Then bring back cat twice with the 2 food tokens, so that's 4, right? If my math is correct. So Shoelead stays alive, long story short. Which I guess is just our path to victory here. Because we're definitely going to thirst the Mayhem Devil now. I guess we're kind of... we're like a bit far away from killing them though. With the cats just coming back and forth. But I think I definitely just have to kill this. And maybe make them use their combo now. And maybe we could thirst a cat without them having a food token in play. No, I think we can never do that though with the food token already in play. Okay, so the returning cat. And letting it resolve, okay. So I think now we just pass. If we thirst a cat, then they just sacrifice it, so don't want to do that. And don't want to thirst the Unlucky Witness, obviously. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if they just sacrificed Unlucky Witness there to try to get into a push. Draw into a push. But I guess not. I suppose they could just copy it now. Yeah, that's another thing. The reflection can be a problem in this game. Harvester can for sure be a problem now. So interestingly enough, maybe taking Witch's Oven with the Thoughtseize turn 1 could have been better because they haven't had another sack outlet. Oh, I guess they had double Witch's Oven, that's right. Huh, but maybe they still have to Deadly Dispute it. Oh, that's true. Okay, well, didn't have to think about it that long, opponent, now did you? Well, it kind of sucks. Just attack with all opponent, or with the Unlucky Witness as well. Okay. So I don't think it matters how we order these. I'm just going to start with the killing the reflection. I guess it kind of does, because if we go Harvester first, then they probably know we have a second removal spell. But yeah, definitely just going to kill both of those creatures there. And now they could start sacrificing. Pretty interesting game one though, for sure. Just kind of drew one shield and then like a bunch of interaction. Which is definitely fine, right? Just kind of didn't really have any other threats is the thing. Yeah, we drew triple Fatal Push, triple Thirst. Oh, okay, I mean, it's not a bad draw entirely. It at least keeps me alive and not just immediately dead to these kitty cats, which is nice. Let's see how they want to do this though. Also could possibly just be close to dead with this Dan the Bugbear on the battlefield. So they're sacrificing. I guess I didn't look at what they sacrificed or what they got the last time. Thoughtseize, okay, it looks like it doesn't matter. You know, with the rate my opponent is playing, this card is Springs. Okay, go down to 2. If we go to game 3, then they may time out. I don't know. Probably not, though. I guess this is just a long game. Kind of complicated. Okay, what do we do here? I guess attacking with Hive actually isn't that bad. And Shieldred, because it allows us to at least get one Shaman off the battlefield. I guess we're still going to start with a Thoughtseize though. Okay. Yeah, and with them being at 2, it's pretty fragile after, so I like being aggressive. Oh, probably should have taken Devil there. Actually, I missed that. Doesn't matter too much. I think Takenuma is the only thing that it matters for. So they probably, what, chump block? Could they double block like that? Kill Hive? Sure. Yeah. Okay. So at least we do get one token out of the way, like I said. Lose out on our Hive, which kind of sucks, but I think if we wait on it, that's going to happen anyways. So just might as well do it now. And we do have a bank of Cling to Dusts that we could get going here. We just kind of haven't had the mana to do that. But yeah, they're at 1. And they can't draw off that chapter 2. So I guess they have to sacrifice a food token here to survive. You know, with Cling to Dust as well, we could represent... Oh, they don't attack with Den. Interesting. We can possibly represent exiling a cat if they don't do it right now or on their turn. Attack with the Shaman. Okay. Edict. That doesn't do too much. I suppose we'll just pass. But yeah, I'm like up 9 minutes from my opponent, so... Yeah, so they sacrifice here. Makes sense. I could make them sacrifice their other cat so that they only have like one. Maybe. Yeah, this edict is not getting any better, and I think I'm just not going to be using my Cling to Dust here. Because they could play around it pretty easily. And at least this makes it so if they want to get their cats back, they have to sacrifice one of these creatures on the battlefield. Although I guess now they could just make a bunch of these reflections. Yeah, not drawing anything is pretty poor. Although, are they just dead? No. I don't think I cling now, right? What can I draw into? Some I can't really draw into anything, I think. Yeah, I guess I'm just dead here then. Okay, well I guess we'll make him do it. Because they make like a bunch, like what, 6? We actually may not be dead on board. So that's 12 damage. 14. We could gain 3, so actually we may not be dead. Keep in mind they have to use 2 mana here. Oh no. Wait, 16. Oh, it may actually be exactly dead. We'll see. Because we could gain 3 of Cling and negate the cat from coming back. But so they could do this one more time. But now they have to, oh no, they could just do this on their main phase, that's right. They could, so they're just gonna make it, yeah, so we're dead. Unfortunate, dang, that was pretty close, for sure. Yeah, like clinging main phase for a removal spell doesn't make sense. Oh no, maybe that was the line. Yeah, because then we make them do it not on our end step. But what do we even... We can't. Oh no. Yeah, we could have drawn Edict. Edict would have done it. Unfortunate. So yeah, I guess that was the line. Try to draw into Edict off Cling to Dust. So I'm just not even going to do the math here. I will just block and Cling to Dust. Okay, So let's see if we would have drawn Edict. Nah, okay. Yeah, that was another thing. We didn't draw Shadow this entire game. And Shadow's just like insanely good against them. Okay, so Kalidas is obviously sweet. Liliana is kind of a bit poor, but being on the play, she can be like fine sometimes. And then I like Invoke Despair, but kind of like along the same lines of like Edicts being bad with Liliana. It can be pretty poor sometimes, like if if they just have like Unlucky Witness or whatever. Although, yeah, I'm just gonna try the three Invoke Despairs out. I feel like it can't be that bad. And usually these games go pretty long. I guess like what we just saw. Man, winning this match would be really cool. I guess the only two threats we drew last game were the two Shieldreds. That's pretty funny. Okay, so there's the one Liliana. Yeah, I guess this is a pretty nice hand. Yeah, and these are definitely hands that I like keeping with Liliana, or even just like sequence of events that I like keeping Liliana, or having her, is that we could just like, it would suck if they have Unlucky Witness, that's like the only card that kind of gets us, but if they have like Harvester, then we're just like looking pretty good, even if they have Cat. Okay, so they probably, take Liliana or Shieldred? Yeah, okay. But yeah, also on the play, I guess Invoke Despair is really nice. If we're just able to hit our land drops and keep the board at least like somewhat clear, seems really good. Another Thoughtseize, okay. So what do you take now? Liana, I guess, yeah. Oven, okay. Yeah, also definitely with starts like this where they have Thoughtseize, drawing into Invoke Despair is incredible. Oh, I could have, perhaps should have cut down some Thoughtseizes of my own. Yeah, probably should have just done that. So I think I'm not going to Edict this. I'm just going to Thirst it. Cling to Dust was a fine draw. Just so I can Edict the Reflection if I need to. Maybe I should have Cling to Dusted main phase there. Yeah, in case I draw Thoughtseize. But yeah, I forgot that sometimes I do like to... 2 lands. I do like to board out some amount of Thoughtseizes, usually like 2 to 3. That's pretty good. That's really good. Honestly, even like Path of Peril isn't the worst in this matchup. Okay, so this is just not going to get any better, so I'm just going to do it now. At least use my mana. And makes top deck Invoke Despair really good. Oh, they hit a Devil and I didn't hit a land, or didn't hit a non-land. Jeez, okay, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Wow. Kind of sucks with them, like, taking so much time as well. It's okay, it was a tough game last game, so I get it, but man, just like super close matches like this that take forever and then you just lose. Really feel bad, obviously. Oh, no attack. Okay. So now they could do the copy Mayhem Devil thingy and just like get a bunch of sack triggers. And the Cauldron Familiar. Wow, okay. So I don't actually mind just trading here, honestly. So they're gonna use their blood token, maybe? I guess this is fine as well. Just because it gets revolt for me. Ooh, Deadly Dispute. And I do think I go after the devil here. And not reflection, I'm just like dead super quick from the devil. Yeah, these draws have not been very good. See if I could draw into a push. No. I mean, like if anything, Kalidas will be a stabilizer here, or can be, as compared to other cards, but I don't know. I'm not too optimistic about this game, unfortunately. Ooh, do I even play that? I go down to 6. They make reflection, copy, harvester. I guess I could probably stay alive. Yeah, I can with the lifelink. Yeah, and I guess this way I could just not be dead to a push. Although, like, I'm just gonna be dead the turn after. Most likely, maybe. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Two fatal pushes. Yep. Am I just dead then? Yeah, I definitely am. Ah, man, unfortunate. Really close, really close. Yeah, not much to say. Unfortunate, but I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 5 on the draw. Gonna have to mulligan this one. And yeah, this is pretty nice. I think in the blind I'll just keep push over thirst. Okay, looks like maybe just Rakdos. Probably take our Thoughtseize, yeah. Kroxa. Okay. So I'll just discard Swamp because they have an Urborg on the battlefield. I guess I'll play out my Trespasser. Kind of sucks if they have Liliana, but we get to exile Kroxa and I guess pressure them just a bit. Okay, nothing end of turn, which is pretty interesting. Not entirely sure what's going on in their hand. Shieldred. Oh, upkeep stop did not work. It's okay though. I think honestly we may just like thirst this to just be, yeah, just be mana efficient. Fortunate draw. Didn't they know about my thirst? I mean, I already had, I guess not, but I did have Fatal Push plus Field. Oh, and there's our own Shieldred. Nice. Okay. I mean, they're at 7 now, though. Okay, sweet. I'll take it. Looks like they did float out, though. Okay, so like the Invokes, of course, and Kalidas. Thoughtseize, pretty bad, but maybe usually just like having one around. I think probably just trim on like Thirst. Kalidas isn't like so good, but it's just an extra threat that could be pretty nice in the mid to late game. That kind of like requires an answer from them. Although it doesn't, you know, trade with Shieldreds of their own or anything, but of course, still like it. It's just mainly Invoke is pretty crucial in this matchup. Okay, game 2. Yeah, we could keep this. A little slow, but double Invoke Despair is nothing to scoff at in this matchup. Opponent will go into 6. And Cling to Dust is also like really insane in this matchup. In most scenarios. Okay. Kalidas. So think here. I'll still play up my Shadow. They can of course stomp it, but I honestly think I'd rather have them stomp my Shadow than my Liliana if I'm going to Edict next turn. If they do want to use their mana on a stomp, then that just kind of like guarantees my Edict value as well, and you know, then they wouldn't play like a Trespasser or whatnot. Fable, okay. If they attack here, I'm definitely just going to trade then. Okay. Third Invoke. I guess it's just Liliana. And I think I will Edict. Get my value. They of course have an increased chance of drawing into Stomp now with the Fable Chapter 2 coming off next turn. With Sack Harvester, interesting. But there's nothing we could do about that. At this point, we're just hoping to draw lands 4 and 5 for these Invokes. Choose not to use Fable. That's terrifying. Pretty quickly too. They didn't think about it that much. Yeah, okay, so they're just at Stomp in hand. Sure. So Liliana goes down. I guess we do have... no, we can't draw off Cling. Okay, so they play Harvester instead of Bone Crusher. And no land. I guess we can actually draw now that Liliana's dead, though. Okay, well, that's pretty unfortunate, but we had 4 draws, 5, I guess, to see land there. And now we just have nothing to do. I guess they have 1 card in hand, but with the reflection, they could just be really aggressive here, which is kind of worrisome, of course. Okay, there we go. Just gonna get Kalidas down. Hope they don't have removal. If they do, then we're in pretty tough shape. But if they don't, makes attacking for them a bit less profitable, which is nice. And then trading Kalidas in combat. Okay, doesn't feel the worst because we do have backup, but at this point we're getting hit for 13, so we're probably just dead. I'll take my draw step though. Okay, jeez, they just kind of had it all, didn't they? I mean, we drew 5th land, but a bit too late, unfortunately. Okay, so change anything? I don't think so. Okay, game 3 on the play now. Let's hope for a good one. Could keep this. A little awkward with the mana, but hopefully it should be okay. Hoping to get 2 or 3 here for this league. Thoughtseize, okay. So I'd probably just take Invoke, honestly. Take Kalidas, interesting. That is really interesting, okay. Sure, I guess I will Cling now. Another Cling, okay. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. I should just be snapping off this Invoke Despair. Yep. Oh, and no land, okay. Interesting. So to my knowledge, they don't run any basic mountains. So how about we try to mana screw them? I think I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I'll just do it right now. If I wait till the draw step, they could potentially like stomp. Right? Yeah. Okay, and then we could just pass now. Yeah, although I guess doing it on their turn gets us revolt. If they have trespasser. Okay, they just drew land anyways. Oh, unfortunate. Uliana, sure. So I'm probably going to be discarding this Cling to Dust. And then just Blood Chief's Thirst. Extinction Event. Okay, I'm not really sure why they brought that in against us. Paying costs for what? Okay. Okay, so there's 6th card in graveyard for Cling to Dust. Although they have 4 cards in hand, our hand isn't doing too much. So I'll put an upkeep stop if they have Shieldred. Yeah, I really did not want to see Fable here. Oh, man, they keep hitting their land drops off the top, jeez. Okay, there's our one of Thoughtseize. I guess we could start with that. Kalidas Power Word Kill. Interesting. So I'll take Kalidas. Take Kalidas. Pass. Choose not to use it. Okay. Blood. So they kept the land for Hive, but we have Field. They're just not gonna use that. Okay. I guess I will push this right now. Despite not being able to Cling to Dust end step, and I think I will just use my mana and get this Hive out of the way right now. So they have no utility, they have Fable coming down, but we do have Castle and Cling to Dust. I guess I'll Cling to Dust right now. Liana, okay. Was trying to see if I wanted to hit a land. Obviously not hitting a land. Now we're not able to kill this reflection. But honestly, that kind of should be mostly fine. Just because we could edict now, and it's not like we, need to kill the reflection right away or anything. So I think I'm going to hold this castle instead of playing it outright. Already have 2 mana up for the Edict, and then I think I just kind of want to save this for plus next turn if we need it. So another Fable would be pretty bad. Shouldn't have said that. So they keep power word kill. Interesting. Okay. Sure. Cling to Dust is just doing work though. Okay. Try a lot of land. I feel like they will discard their power word kill here. They just need to find an answer to this Liliana. They don't. They just discard Urborg. And then just pass. Interesting. Okay. It's fine by me. Let's plus away the swamp. I mean, I love having like almost perfect information. Yeah, literally perfect info. It's cling, got swamp. Do I play that out? Yeah, I guess I play that and activate castle. In case I draw like shadow or something. But I'm feeling pretty good here. Okay, yep, perfectly fine. Just drew into the backup one. Okay, and now we could start castling. Maybe they're saving power word kill in case of a... I feel like they should have held that Sulfur Springs. In case of a Shield Druid. Because that kills them the quickest. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, let us, I guess, just plus away this Urborg. And then dome them for 6, draw 3. There we go. And yeah, let's just go Trespasser. Oh, come on, man. My draw is more like my castles and my Cling to Dusts, which is my card advantage. Look how many lands I've drawn compared to them, you know? Okay. Doing pretty good. Yeah, opponents are a little salty. They do not mind the salty Rakdos players, though. They are the best ones. Not as good as salty mono green players, but they're still pretty funny. Okay, see you guys for the wrap up. So just a 2-3 for this one, but that's okay. The sacrifice match was really close, so I don't really mind losing that too much. It's just that control matchup was really, really tough. So I do think that we need some pretty good draws. I guess they did have. Were they the opponent that had a late land of Sanctity? I think they did, which is definitely tough for us. I think just boarding in, I don't know, like 2 Invoke Despairs against them is probably fine. Plus the Needles and the Duresses. But I don't know, Needle hasn't even been that good for me against them. Maybe just like 1. In that matchup, we just really need to get like a Shadow down or a Trespasser down early on, and then just discard all their sweepers and removal, and just get them in the early game is what I found to work the best. And then otherwise, the Atarka Red matchup was actually really close as well. So again, you know, unfortunate that we lost, but these matches were pretty close, so I think it's okay. And I've been like 3-2ing and 4-winning with this deck otherwise, so I'm not too worried about that. With that being said though, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.